5.0, and then the best part, revealing of ASTPP version 5.0, where I will try my best to cover all the points of ASTPP version 5.0 in terms of new features and add-ons, improvement and fixes covered in ASTPP version 5.0. For any of your concerns, queries or questions during the session, please feel free to keep posting in live chat during webinar. I'll respond to all at the end of the session. Starting with introduction, I am Devang Nathwani, Tech Lead and Product Manager here at ASTPP, Inex Technologies Private Limited. I consider myself a fortunate soul who gets an opportunity to be a part of the legacy of ASTPP. ASTPP is a feature-rich, futuristic smart telephony platform. Here I will grab the opportunity to share a brief history of ASTPP. Like many of open source projects, ASTPP also served for a short period of time and then got abandoned. This beautiful tool caught our eyes in late 2013, and it was love at first sight. We have took it off the shelf, made it nicer, built a supportive community around it, spread it over the globe. Good story, isn't it? During the course of time, we have launched versions and subversions of ASTPP with help of suggestions from community, few code commits, little bit of commercial help from community, and mostly full-fledged, dedicatedly working developers on-premises force. And the collaborative efforts led us to this very version, ASTPP version 5.0. A few days ago, we were having a discussion with a group of ASTPP enthusiasts. We reached to a point where it led us to a communication about how we design the versions. We discussed from tools and processes we use for project management to resource management, because we are having a large team of personnels divided in various departments. We discussed from how we sustain as a team, as an organization in this competitive nature of market, to what is the team's favorite fun activity. It really was a good one. Actually, this kind of association and alliance is one of the part of design thinking process behind ASTPP version 5.0. We believe in analysis. Who we are, what we did, this only will show a way to who we are and where we will be. In mid 2019, we launched ASTPP version 4.0. It was a big leap. There were drastic changes in terms of backend logic, call scripts, front-end logic, tools and technologies used. So we decided to slow down a bit. We have gathered feedbacks about it from our valuable enterprise partner, community, our business analysts. We have invested time in market research. We have gone through the requests we have got and we were getting at a time for the new requests. Note down each of these concerns and findings as backlogs in our project management tool. We sit together and overlook all over this, and considering the future plans and version after 5.0, we finalize scope of this very version 5.0. Divided it into milestones and then peacefully left everything on our tech savvy developer team's shoulders. And here we are. My sincere thanks and appreciations goes to Mr. Samir, ASTPP community leader and architecture, to all developers, and lastly to the users. All these are the true reason for our presence here today. Let's say X is a time from ASTPP's inception to now, and Y is a time we are assuring to keep serving this quality product to you. Then Y will definitely far greater than X. We are here to offer, to learn, to grow, to thrive, and all this with our team, with community, and with our valuable enterprise partners together. Now, without further ado, let me share the glimpse of what's new and how it will better the usage experience. Revealing ASTPP version 5.0, starting with new features and add-ons. Here are some lists. There are many. I am trying to go through as many as I can with the portal which we have available, ASTPP 5. We'll start with very famous and very requested many of a time, did hold and unhold feature. This is a core feature, and starting with global configurations, where we are having a product here, left panel, you will see the did reservation days configuration over here. So how whichever day is configured over here, based on that, if it is enabled, then did will remain in customer's account, associated with customer's account, though the customer has terminated the deed or the cycle of deed termination is over. Then also till 10 days or X days, whichever configure over here, till that days the deed will remain with that customer. So if the customer want to repurchase the deed, then the number can be with him or her only. So after 10 days, if within 10 days customer is not repurchasing, then the deed will be available to purchase for all the customers. Within that 10 days or within the reservation days, the deed will not be available to purchase for any of the customer. And the one perk is that also, if admin wants to forcefully terminate the DID from the customer's account within the reservation days, then this feature is also available. This is about did hold unhold feature. Then the other one is Stripe payment gateway, where any customer can purchase any product or they can pay the bill using any credit card via Stripe payment gateway. It is an add-on, so it is an enterprise add-on. You can get it from enterprise, and once it's installed, customer can purchase any product and can pay the bill. That's with any credit cards. That's the benefit of Stripe payment gateway integration. And once it is installed, you will see in the settings part there is a payment method, and now here Stripe is added. Few configuration needed to be done based on the Stripe, based on the mode you have selected, and you will be easily good to go. And the other thing is auto refill. So if that particular card which customer is adding is considered and configured as primary, then customer can auto refill their account based on the threshold they have configured. Let's say here under alert threshold, refill amount can be, if it is auto refill is set to yes, and refill amount can be configured over here, and occurrence per day, this can, based on this way, the account can be auto refilled automatically via the primary card configured in Stripe. So that's the extra benefit of Stripe payment gateway integration. The next one is number portability service. This is kind of number portability, that is also an add-on, an enterprise add-on. It can be installed from the add-ons list. Once it is installed, then under services, admin can see the number portability request if any of the customer have done it from their customer portal, and they will see all the details which they have fed into it. So if any telephone number they want to port it from any other provider to you, then you as an admin, then admin will request, communicate with the existing provider and move that DID number to your means, if you are an admin, then your IP. So this way customer don't need to do anything. They don't need to communicate with any providers. You as an admin, you will do it for them. They will just log the ticket, and based on their ticket, you can share the confirmation that this number is ported on requested date and time. So this is how it can be routed. And the deed is, once it is confirmed and the process is completed, the deed is assigned to the customer. Now the customer just only need to set the destination of this DID. So this way customer don't need to do anything. They just log one ticket to you, to the admin of ASTPP, and then admin of ASTPP, the team of admin of ASTPP will handle everything and ported this number to new portal, and customer is good to go, and just by setting the destination. So this is how it's easy for the customers to port the number from another provider to ASTPP. Then the next one is personalized rates. It is if you want to provide any specific discount to any of the customer, let's say, that is also an add-on which is available via installing from the add-ons list. If you want to provide any of your customer a special discounts or special kind of rates, then you can apply it to that particular customer account. So that rate will be personalized for that particular account. Let's say if you have communication with that and understanding with that customer that that customer will send too many calls to UK but very little call to France, but then also he needs little bit lower rates because he is sending too many calls to UK. So you are in understanding with the clients and you want to give little bit lesser amount than the rate group assigned to that customer for France, then you will create one specific rate and assign to that particular account for France code or prefix with little bit of less per minute cost because you have understanding with that customer. So this is how personalized rates can be used. Then introduced effective date based rates management. So here it is under tariff origination rates. Now the rates can be imported with effective date time. So how this work is, this is also a very demanding feature where rate provider has provided some rates, like this rates will be applicable from 10th of October 2021. So at some particular time. So admin don't want to wait until the morning of 11th. So he can directly import the rate sheet over here with effective date time, and those rate will be effective at the same date and time, and the older rates will be removed. So this is how the effective date time rates will work. Added support for daylight saving. Yes, this one is very demanding. Many of the community member are requested in forum, many of our customers requested in person. So this is now added DST, daylight saving time. So this is works like just like how DST should work. If date and time of any particular customer account is changing from +1, or in winter time it is +1 and summertime -1. So if this kind of changes happens, then the reports and all the reflection of customer portal will be according to the daylight saving time. So this is for you. Then the next one, implement immature package termination from the client and related billing options available. This is the cool one. If you see over here under services products, you will see when creating a package, you will see one other thing here is charge type. This is the charge type where you are seeing 4 kind of charge available. So charge full amount, based on utilized days, based on utilized free minutes. So if any customer want to terminate after purchasing the product before the real termination time of this package, so how the payment should be collected from this account. So by configuring per package wise, admin can configure for this particular package. If admin wants to charge full amount, whether the package is utilized completely or not, if he wants to charge full amount once the package is purchased, then customer has to pay the full amount. Then if he select charge type here, charge full amount, system will work accordingly. If based on utilized days, let's say if this package is for 30 days and customer used for 10 days, then whatever the full amount divided by 3 will be charged to the customer. And same for free minutes, based on the free minutes. If this account is for 100 minutes and if 20 minutes it's utilized and customer want to discontinue this package, then the 1/5 of the amount debited from this particular account. And the fourth one is based on utilized highest days or free minutes. So whether if free minutes base calculation is higher, or if it's the highest dates calculation is higher amount, then whichever the higher amount will be charged. So this four type is there, so that if customer wants to terminate prematurely, then he doesn't need to pay full. So that is one feature we have this is also a demanding feature, and this is also a prorated billing concept for product. This is the example of prorated, so he needs to prorate, and same we have applied in subscription as well. There under the product, where under the products there is a subscription charge type. For subscription, it is either full amount or based on utilized days, two things available. So, and it is system wide, so there is no per subscription based configuration. So if admin has configured full amount over here and customer wants to discontinue any ongoing subscription, then he has to pay the full amount. Or if customer or if the admin has selected based on utilized days over here, then based on the utilized days calculation will be done, and by the system logic, and that much amount needs to be paid accordingly for subscription as well. So that is prorate related billing concept is introduced for products. Introducing roles and permission for customer. Yes, this one is also people ask many times about this. You might have one of them. Is we in 4.0 we have provided admin and reseller customer management. Now in 5.0 we are also providing customer roles and permission management facility. So if reseller or admin wants to have the access control of what to show to their customer in their customer portal and what not to, then they can do it. They can do it by creating a roles and permission for customer and assign to the customer. Implemented tooltip in entire portal. You might have observed everywhere we have a tooltip which define what this field, what is the purpose of this field. So this we have added tooltip everywhere. This will be very useful. And in some of the tooltip we also have the video tutorial link available or our docs link available. That also you will find in many of the tooltip, and we will keep adding it. So next one is IMP, means improvement. The previous one was the new feature we have applied. Now this is the list of improvements for functional category. So separate notification status for email, SMS, post notice. This is the cool one. Report under notifications. We have changed the name from email notification because we now have separate statuses available. So it is just a notifications report, not just the email notification. It is email, SMS status and post status. So all three status reports are available here with failed, sent and pending statuses. So each one is over here separately shown. This is the improvement which we have applied. Added separate template for post charge. Yep. Previously we have we were using refill template for post charge. So we now have added the you can from configuration templates you can see the post charge related separate template. Added strip and prepend field in batch update in termination rates. Yes, this one was small one, but people asked it too many times under carrier termination rates. So we are here adding it and fulfilling what our customers, our community members are asking us. Strip and prepend in batch update. Here is the batch update and strip is added and prepend is added. So you can batch update accordingly by after searching the parameters. And then added terms and condition configuration for sign up module. Yes, this one is also a cool one. When sign up page is there, then there are terms and condition. You are signing up this one, that, and when they are clicking on sign up, they will see, let me log out and open the sign up page. Sign up now. Here you will see terms and condition. Currently it's pointed to inextrix.com, but you can change it from here. Terms and conditions, status active, and whatever the URL and what is the text of over there should be there, that you can configure over here. That is about adding sign up terms and condition in sign up. Search filter added in updated date in rates. Yes, the updated rates which we have added, the search filter is also available under tariff rate group. Here, because we have under tariff origination rates, because we have effective date time added over here, so search filter is also there for effective date time to filter out if any which are the rates available for, is in our previous example I have mentioned that for 10th of October. So that kind of filter, if you want to do, then you can do it based on that. Improve language translation. This one is cool one. We are probably might be the VoIP platform offering 10 languages, and previously we have some issues with some of the names and throughout the system. So now we are very stable and apply too many changes related to translations and with adding out of 10 any of the language. So that currently it's only English, but this many records are available to change per language. It's the English. If you have any 10 language, you will see over here that languages, and it can be editable. So that we have, and that will reflect throughout the portal thoroughly. That is the modification which we have applied for improving language translation. Added search by code in block code module. This one is also cool. Under the customer list, if one open over here, then block codes over here. If customer has, if admin has blocked, let's say if out of the rate group assigned to this customer, if admin wants to block some particular code, then he can search from here and block those according codes. So we have added search by code in block codes. So that one was also small one, but the enhancing user experience well. Added initial increment. This one was also small one, but it was requested from some of the members. Initial increment field in batch update in origination rates and termination rates. So under termination rates or origination rates, we have added in the batch update initial increment. We have previously increment available, but under batch update we also now have initial increment as well, so that you can by searching and whatever the search parameter available, based on that you can, if you want, then batch update the initial increment value for those selected based on the search filter, those selected entries. Added description field in product and did add edit. So this is just to enhance the admin's experience and to know what particular, this is the description field which we have added under the did and the product, so that he can know that this did is the purpose of this this product is this for this particular account. So that is how the field is added. Implemented origination rate link in the link from rate group. This one is, yes, a small one, but surely enhancing the experience. Here you can click and the rate group, based on the rate group, the rates list will be you can go to the list of that rate group. So that we have added. Improve order descriptions for better. While ordering, if admin or customer are ordering any, then description field is added for just for the better understanding of the reason behind this order. So that is the functional improvements which we have applied. Now some of the call flow related new feature or add-ons and improvements which we have applied. Very few of them I have added over here. Added real-time billing support. Yes, this one was asked many time, but because of some reason we have previously applied, then we have removed it, and now it's back with everything needed. Under the configuration settings, real-time billing, you can status enable, disable it based on the heartbeat, the seconds, this many times during the call. System is going to check and debit the amount from the customer's balance, so during the call. And low balance threshold, if this balance threshold hit during the call, then what you want to do, warning or hang up. If no balance threshold is hit, what do you consider as no balance, that also you can configure over here. And what you want system to do, warning or hang up. Then max amount per call, so too many feature rich availability is there. Amount, what amount, max amount per call you are considering, and what amount if that hit, if that much amount per call is deducted already, debited from the account, then what you want system to do, warning or hang up. That is available for all the call flow throughout the system. That is the cool one, the useful one. The next one is hybrid routing feature. That is also cool. We have configured settings under calls. Here you will see the hybrid routing, that is LCR with coast in second stage and coast with LCR in second stage. How it works is, if you have selected multiple trunk under the same rate group, then let's say all the three trunks, platinum, gold and silver, all three trunks are supporting to that destination. Then based on the first, if LCR means maximum prefix match, out of every three trunk, 3 rates are selected. Then out of this 3 rates selected, which one to preside first and which one to second and which one to third, that is the selection in second stage. So after selecting one rate from each trunk, now system is going to provide precedence to this 3. And that precedence will be decided based on the coast based routing. Currently it's happening, if no hybrid routing is selected, then both the stages will be based on LCR, means if the LCR is selected under the rate group, then it will both the stages based on maximum prefix match. But if here the hybrid routing is selected, how that works is also shared over here in tooltip. If the LCR with coast in second stage is selected, then in the second stage the precedence of the 3 selected, means one from each trunk, those 3 selected, it will be precedence, the system logic will be precedence those 3 rates based on the coast. In the first stage they were selected based on the maximum prefix match, but now after selecting one from each, the second stage will be based on the coast. So whichever the least will be, system will try to route via that one. The second one is a little bit higher than that, and the third one is the most highest cost per minute. So here in the second stage, maximum prefix match will not be considered in the first stage while selecting one from each trunk. After selecting one from each trunk in the second stage, it will check for the cost only. So this is hybrid routing, and same is for coast in the first stage and LCR in the second stage. So this is also available. If that fits your requirement, you can have it. That is the new features related to call flow. Two of them. There are probably many, and the improvements, if we are talking about, then added localization support. Yes, in trunk, this one is also, people have asked it under carrier trunks. Here you will see we have opened, let's open this one, and here you will see the localization available. So if you have localization created and you want to select over here, then you can select it, and the system will change the caller ID or destination number based on the localization if the call is routed via this trunk. So this is the cool one. People have asked this previously. So here it is. Added call recording support for calling cards. Yes, and inbound call. So we have applied, previously it was for outbound call. Now it is for with ASTPP version 5.0. The call recording will work for calling card as well as inbound call flow. Then allow admin to upload calling card introduction file from this one is system config. This one is also, people have asked this so that they can here configuration settings, so that they can add their own welcome file over here for calling card. So if they have when the calling card or access number will be dialed by anybody, like welcome to iNextX, welcome to ASTPP, or welcome to ABC VoIP. Okie dokie. Added audio file playback when the user account exceeded. Yeah, this is if the user account is exceeded concurrent calls limit, then the caller will hear the audio which we have added in the dial plan. So that is also one feature. Next one is the reports. In the field of reports, what are the changes, what are the new features, what are the improvement applied. I have selected a few to have share with you over here in this webinar. One of them is added account login logout activity. This is the new feature. Login logout activity under reports, under activity reports, you will see the login logout activity. So based on whichever the user has logged in from, so this one is for security purpose as well, so that admin can know who has access to this portal, from which IP, from which browser, and which account was that. So that is the cool one. That is the required. People have asked this with search filter as well. So admin will search based on the parameters and he'll get idea about who has logged into, which user has logged in from which IP. So this is login activity. Then the next one is call activity report. Here inbound outbound call activity reports. So the call activity report is helpful to know when is the last inbound call or DID call, and when is the last outbound call done by any account, and what is the current balance or credit limit available in this account. So this will give you idea about whether the account or customer is using your portal or not. If he or she is not using, then why? This will improve the customer service. Like, do you have any kind of problem? If you have, please let us know, because we are seeing that you do not have any activity since few days. So this will be helpful from call activity report. Or if he is not doing any inbound call, then admin can also offer that we are also using, why you are not purchasing DID, any quality or price related issue, please let us know, we will discuss about it. So those kind of quality related or customer relationship related things can be happened using this report. Then added, these are the improvements in terms of reports. Added trunk statistics and low balance widget on the dashboard. If you are going to the admin dashboard, here we have added low balance and trunk statistics. So based on the trunk, here you can low balance, we also have low balance report available over here that will route it from dashboard. If you view all, then they will route over here. If it is low balance based on the threshold configure, then that account will be shown over here under which reseller that account it is. That also can be seen over here, and admin can reach to that customer that your account is low. So you should have, you might have received the email address, but still you are not. May we know what is the reason behind it, etc. Based on that, the business expansion possibility can be there. And the trunk statistics, trunk name will be there, attempted calls, completed calls, ASR. So this detail is very useful on the go from the dashboard. If they want trunk activity report, then provider summary report will be reached from there. And based on the provider selection, there are many group by filter available over here. So based on using this group bys, admin can know which provider is providing the service they have offered, and so that kind of details can be get from here. And from dashboard, it is on the go. Admin can see directly from here. So that is about reports, and the last one is notification history report for this is the nice one. Notification history report for reseller and customers. Previously it was for admin. Now from customers as well, customer portal or reseller portal can have the notification history available. Notification report is available from their portal. Now we have applied few backend changes. So here I am sharing with you some of them. These are the improvements list. Modified cold routing for inbound calls when SIP proxy is configured in front. Yes, ASTPP, as you may know, that ASTPP can also work in cluster. So if there is any SIP proxy in front of media proxy, in that case, previously if it is the direct IP or DDET IP call type configured in the DID, then the call routing was different. So that might created flow related issue previously, that we have resolved over here. Then formatted logs for better clarity. Previously we have some of the logs in different path or different directory, which we now stream align in verilog ASTPP directory, and with various particular name, so that name can define what is the purpose, what are the logs, what are the logs filled under this file, and the file name format is also unified, so that it will be user friendly and can be understandable just from the name. So that we have applied the change. Improved notification process to avoid load issue. Yes, this is the big one. Previously under the under reports notifications, as I mentioned, we have three statuses available: failed, sent, and pending. Previously what happens, if any entry is in pending status, and when the cron is running next time, then again that pending status will come into the execution, and all the other pending or new which are even not yet executed once to send via email, SMTP or whatever it is, via that. But so what happens was, all the pending previously pending were piled up and creating some load. So what the new logic is, that if once in cron execution, if one of the email entry tried executed, and it will be failed. If it is not success, if it is not sent, then it will be failed, and in the next cron execution that entry will not be considered. So admin needs, when it is failed, system logic will not try to resend it automatically. Now the admin needs to resend it manually from here. This is the action for resend email, so that it will not keep creating the load in the backend process. Improved execution of invoice and product cycle. This one is the big one. We have applied too many changes to make invoice and product cycle more stable and more as it should be. So that is the big one, the big change we have applied in the invoicing and product cycle related scripting behind. And the next one is for security. Yes, this one is implemented SIP device and gateway password encryption. Yes, this one is the big one. We have applied the encryption in the database, and we have a logic when the SIP device's password or a gateway password, when grabbed by the logic, then first it will be decrypted and then it will be used. So the logic, the password is encrypted, stored in database. So if by any way by any of the possible ways. If the database is lost or grabbed by, or by any other way it is lost, then also the hacker or the non-permitted guy will not have the correct password of SIP device or gateway. So this is the, for security perspective, this one is very big. So our logic is decrypting and encrypting in between while using it, but the database will have only encrypted data into it. The next one is two-factor authentication add-on. Yes, this one is, people have asked it, and here it is. From the add-ons enterprise, it can be installed two-factor authentication, and under configuration settings, here under security you will find the configuration for two-factor authentication, whether you want it to be enabled or disabled, you can do it. Then OTP means one-time password expiry time, the password which customer is going to get on the notification email address which is configured with the customer account, or the SMS they are receiving with one-time password. So that password will be expired within X minutes, configured over here. Wrong attempts per customer per day. So if any customer is if any account is using while login, they need the password and the one-time password, the password of the account as well as the one-time password which they are receiving over email. So the two kind of verification authentication needs to be done. And if any customer account is using the one-time password wrongly 10 times per day, then, or X times, whichever configured over here, for that many attempt, then it will be banned for 60 minutes. This is the attempt, and this is within how many minutes? If within 60 minutes, if 10 wrong attempts happens for per customer per day, then that customer will be not allowed to re-log in for 60 minutes or whatever. This all things are configurable. So within X minutes, X wrong attempts happens, then that account will be banned for X minutes. So this is the configuration for this one is also add-on, enterprise add-on available, and can be installed and can be used for security purposes. So here are the changes. Here are the few of the section functional report security. I have tried to cover as many as possible, but because of the time constraint, I am concluding over here regarding the new feature, add-ons, improvements and fixes we have applied in ASTPP version 5.0. We have demo available. You can reach out to us to have the demo of it. And our astppbilling.org site is having change log available, and many other. If you have any queries over there, you can check over there. But for now, let's check the chat which we are having. If any concerns you have shared over there, let's see. Now, as we are done with the presentation and portal demo, so no need for the presentation and screen, so I'll show myself bigger. So yeah, I forgot to share one thing is all these videos are available on our iNextrix Technologies Private Limited YouTube channel in very thorough manner. All the Wi-Fi new feature videos are available over there, so you can go and check it out. Now we are going to cover, this is now the chit chat part, I say. So we are going to check for the questions. So Andres Luis is asking something. If a customer account gets banned, is there any way to check it at the web GUI or fail to ban? It will be unbanned automatically. Yes, it will be unbanned automatically, and in GUI as well. Yes, on GUI part as well, there is facility available. Yes, hello Enrico, thanks for joining. If anybody else have any question, we are open still for some more minute. And thanks, Andres, for joining and sharing your concern. And you can reach out to us, you can share your concern as well. So for a band, Enrico is asking, so for a band customer, is it possible by the reseller or for admin to unban it? It will be for admin. Yeah, got your point. David Morris, in the enterprise edition, do we still have access to source code to make changes if we want? Unfortunately, no. It will be encrypted for enterprise edition. Work on any docs or video, you can share, please. You can reach out to us and share those points. Still, we are with Quentin. As security is becoming more important, when all SIP TLS be enabled for customers and provider SIP accounts? When will the SIP TLS? Yes, by default, you can just enable the TLS from SIP profile. You can reload it, and if the caller party and the destination party is supporting TLS, then we should be good. And yeah, few configuration needed on FreeSWITCH side related to the certificates. So yeah, if you are talking about to make it default for TLS, we can think of it, correct. Yes, admin can. Thomas. Thank you, Quentin and Thomas, for joining and sharing your concern. Quentin, in cluster deployments, is the DB connection encrypted? Not by default, but it can be. In many of the time, customers asking us to set up the cluster or the data replication bridge via private IP, via the private network. So many of the time we don't need the encryption. Actually, we have checked something. MySQL community version may have some restriction or limitation to have encrypted data transmission for replication between two nodes, but we can check for it. Let's wait for still few minutes if anybody has anything. Is there updated admin manuals? Didn't get the question. Can you please elaborate? Is there updated admin manuals? Are you referring to docs or anything? If you if you are referring, yes, you are referring to docs. Yes, it's work in progress. We soon will have version specific docs available for v4.0 and for v5.0. Though we have, as I mentioned when we begin this chat, we have Inex Technologies Private Limited channel available on YouTube, where you will find, I think, around 15 videos we have already created for and published for V5 features. So you can check it over there. Docs for ASTPP V5. Yes, good. Yes, it's in progress. We will have docs wise array, version wise docs. Quentin, thank you for a wonderful presentation and product. You guys are always willing to enhance the product. Thank you very much, Quentin. Yes, we are. And we need your help for that. Keep coming with the requests, the whatever the good ideas you have, because you are the guys working in the wild. So you are the admins, real admins. So if you have any flow related concerns, if you are thinking of this should not be like this should be like that, then admin's life or reseller's life can be more easier. Please keep coming to us those kind of suggestions. We will love to work on that and add them. Good presentation. Cheers, Devang. Good seeing you. Thank you very much, Thomas. Thanks for joining and thanks for kind words. When will enterprise customer with modified additional add-ons be able to upgrade? When will enterprise customers with modified additional add-ons? You mean with V4 setup? If you mean upgradation from V4 to V5, then yes, we have script available. You can reach out to us. And it's not for add-on, it will be whole source will be upgraded, including DB related changes as well. And yeah, as you all know, we have forum available. If you have any concern, you can anytime share. We are also live and try to respond as early, as frequently we can. Thank you, Devang. Nelor, thank you very much, Nelor. Thanks for joining. Enrico, so for example, what about our installation? Yes, your installation can be upgraded, but if if we are not talking about any specific setup, then for generic, if we are talking about generic, then without any customization, it will the setup, the script is available. You can directly use it on your way, on your on your own, or we can help you. for vanilla setup. For any customization, yes, there will, after upgrading, then there will be again patch needs to be get from the existing setup and put it in the new one, the upgraded one. So that will be the way. Version 4 to version 5. Quentin is saying that yes, for version 4 to version 5, I have been told that customers with modified version 4 platform cannot be upgraded. Yes, actually, it won't be upgraded directly, because customization will be customization. Means Quentin's customization may not match with Enrico, Naylor, Thomas. So everybody might have different customization. So there won't be any generic script available. So it will be plug and put, that kind of way will be there. We still have around 3 minutes. By the way, for me as well, I have public webinar since a long time, so it was good experience, and to be prepared with all the technical tidbits and all the tool related which needs to be there for streaming, and so it was a good experience. And thanks for all your involvement and sharing your concerns. That makes this thing successful. We know we will able to justify the efforts and the time we have applied because of your involvement. Thanks for all this. We still have a minute. Great. It was nice to have sessions like this, and thanks for your involvement. Have a great day ahead. You can reach out to us. There are many mediums: astppbilling.org and inexx.com. Thank you for your presentation, clear and precious as always. Thank you very much, Enrico. Have a good day ahead all. Bye bye. Thanks.